Hey everyone, I'm Sal Sincata, and this month we're going to check out ProShow Web by Photodex. All right, everyone, we all know slideshows. We need them, our clients request them, and oddly enough, they're one of the easier items we can produce for our clients. Not overly expensive, that's just going to take a little bit of time and, of course, your imagery. Now, what I want to do is review ProShow Web. My opinion, one of the best, if not the best, slideshow tool on the market today. There's a lot of other players in the market, each of them with their own strengths and weaknesses. And I'm not going to lie, rewind a few years ago, the people over at Photodex, I think, quite frankly, had their butts handed to them. A lot of technology came out there, leapfrogging ProShow, and today, I'm happy to say ProShow Web has leapfrogged those competitors. And so there's a lot of features. I'm just going to show you what I use that I think make this a much more robust tool set. And so this is the only slideshow tool we use today in our studio. Our clients love it, but more importantly, we love it because of the ease of use and the customization that the product brings to the table. Another thing I'm going to show you today is my infinity theme, if you will. So obviously we can create slideshows that can have all sorts of themes, but we worked with the team over at Photodex to create something that was simple yet engaging enough for our audience. I don't want all these crazy like starburst and just weird transitions. I want my images to be what clients are noticing, but I also want to have that motion and interaction with the images as we go from one image to another. That being said, here's a recent set of images, I should say, where we created a slideshow for a presentation I did in Brazil, and it's showcasing all the images I took last year during 2015. So let's kind of see. Right now, we're in the ProShow Web. It's all online, works with Mac and PC. And it's completely web enabled. So everything we're doing and I'm showing you is done through a web browser. You don't have to install it on your desktop or anything like that. And what we're looking here is the slideshow that's already been created, but I can preview it right inside the web. So this will deliver full HD, Blu-ray quality if that's what you're delivering for your clients, but it'll also deliver full 1080. But in the web browser, we're just looking at it at web quality. So here, let's just take a quick look at it. That gives you a sense of the slideshow. This was done inside of 10 minutes. This is completely theme-based. This is the Infinity theme. It's a new theme they created for me. Now, what I love about it is not only was it easy to build, but I want to tweak some of this. Now, other companies, they don't allow you to tweak the theme. So let's kind of take a look at this, right? And we can go up here, edit the show. We can also download our videos, share them, but let's edit this show. And what we're seeing here is every single image, okay, and the transition or the effect that's being placed on it. Now, what I do love about this is the ability to customize at the image level. No other slideshow allows you to do that right now. They are either all automated or they're so complicated you can't figure it out. And so you want something that's in the middle, and this is that tool for you. Adding content's easy. You click here, adding photos, adding video, add music. We use Song Freedom for our music. Okay, so now as you're seeing here, as I scroll through here, not only do I have the time here of each transition of each slide, okay, what I also have is which effect is being applied there. And so we're going to come back to this for in a second. What I want to show you are the settings. So now as we go here, obviously we can control the title of the presentation. We can come in here and change the theme. And so obviously I told you this is the Infinity, but all the themes are here. I mean, more themes than you will probably ever use. What I have found is that I use the same one or two themes for most of my slideshows. Remember, it's not about all these slick transitions and starbursts, and it's about simplicity. Let your images speak for themselves. But they have them categorized here on the left for whatever you're looking for. So for us, we selected the Infinity theme. Okay, sorry. Now, this is a fun feature, poster. You ever notice that if you input your slideshow on your website or anything that's on the web, for example, it's going to default to some random screen. And I don't want to default to a random screen. I want to control what's actually showing. So here, within ProShow Web, they call this a poster. And so we can select an image that can be our logo or a specific image that is going to be the poster, so that when the slideshow is not playing, this is what will actually show. Again, very, very powerful versus some other just random image or being in between shots. You want to have that level of control. This is something I think ProShow Web does much better than its competitors. We also have a lot of other features here, and I'm going to show you what we really use. So the posters one that we use, you can control the energy level, right? So let's say you want this to be a little bit more upbeat. They'll do it for you automatically, looking at the song and trying to match to the music, but you can also customize this, okay, and tell it you want it to be much higher energy or much slower, much lower energy, right? So we'll just leave this at auto. We can use this, mark this as public or private, but here's another key feature. Let's say you're producing something like this for a wedding venue. Let's say you're doing this for one of your vendors, and they're going to show this on their website, or they're going to show this on a TV screen in their sales room. You want your watermark to be shown throughout the video in the bottom right-hand corner. Built right into the tool is the ability to add your watermark so that it's showing in the bottom right-hand corner, bottom left-hand corner, wherever you decide to put it. And now you're getting branding, which is why you did this for the venue anyway in the first place. And so this is a really big feature in my opinion, and I don't know why their competitors have not added this. This is something I think that's really powerful. The last feature you want to add in that case, if you're embedding on your website or blog or another site, is the ability to have a link there. So you can turn that on and you can have some text. Click here to visit our site, and then of course www.salsincada.com, and you can add that, and now that'll show on the video. Real super simple, guys, right? Nothing happening here that's overly magical, but those features in and of themselves are pretty powerful and things that you should want when you're building your slideshow. Okay, so what I want to do now is show you a couple of the features that we can adjust here. And so what we want to do here is, let's just say, for example, on this, we want to change the effect. And so what we can do here is double click on this effect. We'll remove that effect. Now click on the image. And then we can come in here and add one of our kind of favorite. Now I've marked a couple. I like a dark zoom in or zoom out on that image. You can look at what's been used in the show. You can look at the theme, new arrivals, favorites, some for single photos, 2 photos, 3 photos. So a real easy way for you to figure out what kind of effect you want to apply. They've got it marked down by landscape, portrait, square, really trying to help you make this easy. And most of these are all included. There's some that you'd have to buy that are extra, but for the most part, these are all included. So let's go to my favorites, and we'll pick backdrop, dark zoom in, apply effect. That's it. That effect has been applied to this. Now, what we want to do here is build this video. So let's build this. ProShow Web is going to go out there. It's going to take your music, okay? It's going to then look at the beat, adjust for it, and then apply all the transitions and the timing of those. Now that's the easy part. What's the powerful part is what we can do after that. So let's let this build. Okay, so now that this is built, we see the new feature here where I can click it, add it to our website. Okay, but now let's go back into editing the show. So now the power here, you can see what it's done is taken the music, taken the transition, and applied timing here. Perfect. I can run this, deliver this to my client, everybody's happy. But let's say there's that one image that I want to stay on the screen a little bit longer. Let's say it's this infinity, this particular image. So let's look at this image. Okay, so let's say I want to have this image stay on the screen a little bit longer. It's my most powerful image. I want to showcase it a little longer. Other slideshows don't give you the ability to do this. And so this is one of my favorite features. I can now come in here, adjust both the timing of the transition, how long the effect takes, and I can adjust how long the transition time is. So I can say, let's add 3 seconds to this because I want this to be on, okay? Now the system's smart enough to know that you've added more time and you're out of sync with the music. So now we'll resync this. Okay, your show is out of sync by 1.5 seconds. Sync the show to music. And what it's done now is it's taken that and adjusted the entire slideshow and gotten us to 2.964 seconds. So now this is going to stay there a little bit longer. And so what we can do now, what we have to do once again is build our video, because there's changes that have been made. Okay, now that's finished. Now what we should see is it hold on that one image a little bit longer. And as you can see, it took longer for that image to fade through, and it stayed on the screen longer, allowing for greater impact. And that's the kind of control we want. Now we've got the ability to come in here. We can now, it's already been rendered at 360, but we can of course render full HD. So we would hit create. And once that's done creating, I love the integration with Dropbox, because now I can just save this to a shared Dropbox folder. So it's available on the machine where we burn these to for our clients. We put them on thumb drives or a DVD for them. So I really do love that integration. ProShow Web, guys, they've got a great special for you going. ProShow Web, an incredible product. We use it in our studio all the time. Our clients love it. It's super easy to use, works on Mac and PC. I promise you, you will love this product.